Hello, my friends. Jill here from Jill Ortiz Fitness, and I'm happy to present to you today. Take back control in any situation, even the holidays. I'm going to help you today with your upcoming Thanksgiving meal and any other holiday meals, how to not binge and just feel your best, and kind of take this forth as a new way of doing life so that you never have to feel that disgusting feeling the day after a big holiday meal where you kind of regret what you did and are starting to pack on those pounds. So, if you're not familiar with me, I'm Jill Ortiz. I'm a nutrition and fitness coach. I'm a NASM certified personal trainer. I do have an MBA from UConn. And I'm a former VP of finance and accounting. That was my old corporate life. I'm a wife, a soccer mom of two boys, and a dog mom of three dogs. I tried to fit everything here on this slide so you could see my whole life, and I think it did a pretty good job of capturing the best of my life. I'm a virtual personal trainer exclusively now. I love strength training. I build strength training programs. I'm a portion control, mindful, and macros nutrition coach, and also a menopausal metabolism expert. I love my Florida lifestyle, golfing, acting, and all the other things that come with being in the beautiful sunshine all the time. So, I want to ask you a question. Do you have a plan? When you go somewhere, do you use a GPS? Do you plug in the address? Do you get the ETA, take the turn by turn, and get exactly to your goal with that solid plan? Or do you just drive around aimlessly, hoping you're going to get to where you want to go? This is the difference between old me, Jill in the first picture, and new me, Jill in the second picture. Jill with a plan does so much better than Jill who did not have a plan. And so I want you to remember it's super important, whether you're going through your daily life or going through a holiday, that you have a solid plan of what you're going to do. And that's what we're going to go over today. I'll tell you, I was not a very happy Jill in the prior no plan version of me. What I want to help you do is find that 2.0 level of yourself that is so much happier, so much more confident, and loves life and feels really good going into these holiday seasons knowing that you can succeed. Another question for you. Are you dieting too hard? Are you trying to restrict yourself? Calories, carbs, fat? Are you really just waking up every day and trying to white knuckle it through the day to not eat any of the bad things? And guess what? It's kind of like a tennis match. The harder you hit that diet ball, the harder it is always going to come back and smack you in the face. So it's not a really great plan to just try to restrict yourself. What I see sometimes from people on holidays is that they try to eat nothing all day and then they end up binging at that holiday meal. I don't want you to be doing that. I want you to be playing towards the middle of the net. Think about more like a ping pong game. We want to stay close to the net where we're not trying so hard to restrict that we binge. We want to enjoy little things and do pretty well. And that's how you're going to get the best results in your life. And you're also going to be able to maintain that so much better. It's a much more sustainable plan when we're doing this little volley back and forth of being pretty good and enjoying the things we love. Same thing when it comes to these special holidays. Enjoy the things you love, but also stay pretty much on plan. I want you to know that you can eat what you want at this holiday meal, but you've got to have a plan. You've got to have a mechanism, which is what we're going to look at right now in this wheel. It's a 4-step wheel. You can always have more of what you love, but you've got to earn it. You've got to follow the rules. Okay. So when you walk into your holiday meal or occasion, or if you're even having it at home, the first thing you do is not accept that glass of wine. First thing we're going to do is have a glass of water. And that's going to help you not only, it's going to kind of help you with your settling of the nervous system. Let's say you walk into somebody's house on Thanksgiving and all the smells consume you. They just make you want to eat. They remind you of your favorite foods, and you just start salivating. That is the perfect time to calm yourself with some water, to remind yourself of your plan, to maybe hydrate if you're just thirsty and not really hungry, to start lubricating the belly, getting your digestive system ready for the food that's coming, and to just give yourself a little bit of pause before you make any mistakes. The second thing I want you to do is not go for the cheese and crackers. I want you to go for the vegetables. If you are starving going into this meal, or you start smelling the smells and you start salivating, the first thing you should be doing is going for the vegetables, because they're like damage control. You're not going to be overeating on too many calories if that's where you start. When we talk about the Thanksgiving plate, I'd rather you not start with all the fun carbs that are seasonal that you haven't maybe had all year, but start again with those vegetables. What I see happen is usually people will go for those sugary, high carb items, lots of fat as well, and they'll fill their plates. By the time they get to the turkey, they maybe only have room for one slice, pour gravy over everything, and totally skip the vegetables because there's no room and maybe they're not as fun. It's up to you. If you don't know if there's going to be any fun, interesting, and yummy vegetables, bring them. You make them, okay? Bring one you love. I was just thinking I'm going to make some yummy roasted Brussels sprouts, maybe with a maple or a balsamic glaze this year. I'll make a few vegetables so that there's plenty that I can enjoy and start to fill my plate with. Next, you want that protein source. You want that turkey if you eat meat. And that's because it's going to keep you fuller longer. It's going to give you sustainable, the sustained feeling so that you're not super hungry. It's going to help fill you, and it's good protein. Turkey is amazing lean protein. Then you go for those carbs. That's when you're going to have a little bit of each carb, the things that you love. If you can, stick to the ones that have lots of fiber, maybe a little less sugar. Maybe if you're in charge of cooking, you make some dishes that are a little less fatty, a little less high carb, and maybe do a little bit of, finagling and make them a little healthier this year. Once you've gone through your plate and you only need one plate, you can always have more, of course, if you're hungry, but I need you to go back to that water and give yourself time to realize, am I hungry? Or do I just want these foods out of habit because they're still there? And that's when you go back to the wheel. You start again with water, have a couple bites of vegetables, have another piece of protein, and then pause. Wait for dessert. Okay? The rest of those fun carbs are going to be there again tomorrow, and you can follow this wheel tomorrow, but try to hold off because we know dessert is coming. Speaking of dessert, how delicious does this cookie look? I want to teach you another trick called first bite, last bite. This is something that I do with my clients all the time, and it's something I practice as well. The most important bite when you're having a treat, when you're having that pumpkin pie you haven't had all year, or the brownies or cookies, the first bite is the most important bite. That's the one that's going to give you the experience that you're looking for, that you can't wait for, the flavors you remember, the excitement, the memories, all the emotional ties, or just the yumminess of this food. That's what you're looking for, is that explosion in your mouth and in your brain. That is the most important bite. Whether you eat 2, 3, or 20 bites after that does not matter. They're not as amazing as that first bite. So let's just make it that first bite and then focus on that last bite. That last bite is almost as important. It's going to be that signal to you that says, I am done with this eating experience. I got everything I wanted out of it. I'm good to go until the next time. I don't need to go back for more. So if you divide your dessert in half and you have your first couple bites and your last bite, then you'll be fine. I want you to try this, okay? It's worked so well for my clients when they go out, when they have desserts in, birthday cake, and even potato chips, if that's something that you tend to binge on. What if you try all of this and you fail? If you try, you've done great. If you fail, that's normal. This can take a while to get used to. And you'll remember this process and you'll carry with you how you did, and you'll remember for next time, and you'll just keep trying to do better. But if you fail, I've got your back. Not only am I here to help coach you through this season and in the new year, I've got an awesome tool that will help be your safety net anytime you fail. It's called the 5-day Kickstart Cleanse. In 5 days, whether you do it after Thanksgiving or the new year, or anytime you feel bloated and need to lose a few pounds, this 5-day cleanse will help you lose on average 5 pounds, anywhere between 3 and 10 pounds in 5 days. You can see it's not restriction. There's tons of food pictured here in this cleanse. You're not going to be hungry. You're going to feel so much better and you're going to lose all that bloat and you're going to lose some of that weight. And so I invite you to either get in touch with me, take advantage of one cleanse, but I do have 4 menus. So I want to offer you a really special bundle for the holidays that you can pick up all 4 of my 5-day Kickstart cleanse menus in my Black Friday special. It's a special bundle worth over $300. You can get it at jillortizfitness.com/Black Friday. It has all 4 of my cleanse menus and it has a tool that you can use for longer term nutrition. That's my macros nutrition program called Foods for Fat Loss. You can do it on your own, you'll have it forever. You'll also have my 16 ab workouts and 4 glutes workouts in Jill's Killer Abs. That's also included in this bundle worth over $300 that you can get in my Black Friday special for only $99. You're going to be building a 6-pack and tight glutes, and you'll be able to see the results of your hard work when you get your nutrition in order. I want you to practice these tools, take advantage of this special, and level yourself up to that 2.0 version of you that you feel better with every single time you go into the holiday season. I hope you took something great out of this and let me know how it goes. I'll see you soon. Bye.